watching 50 Cent. You know, that was cool. That was fun. Yeah. Famously, rappers came out with the LTP "Love the Police, Kiss the Police." So that's it. That's like the that was the thing. Eminem kneeled, which people are making a bigger deal out of. I think it's like whatever, you know, cool. Like I feel like both sides are freaking out like over the kneeling thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like one side is like soy facing, like, oh, Eminem ended racism. Oh, I'm soy facing. And then, I mean, I love Eminem though. So that's like, you know, that was
10 months of brain rot feels nice.
I thought that was strange for the most part, like everyone fucking freaking out over it, and then the other part, the other side freaking out, being like, he hates the cops. What the fuck? And it's like, whatever. Anyway, so there's that. Kanye West and Julie Fox are over. We're gonna get to that. Should we get to that now? Kid Cudi almost had to beat up paparazzi because they asked him about the Kanye West situation.
Cudi, what's up, man?
I've missed you. What are we naming our baby?
All right. Leave me alone, man.
That's awesome.
Cudi, what's up, man?
Damn. A lot of people don't know he knelt for Tupac and it was planned. NFL let it go. Yeah, Kid Cudi and Kanye West broke off their relationship once again.
30 months baby hassle.
Yeah, that's right. Kanye West is
Happy 15
saying that Kid Cudi is fake for being friends with Pete Davidson, or not Pete Davidson, sorry, for being friends with Billie Eilish. Kanye West is behaving like a 12-year-old child. It's crazy. He's just wilding out on the timeline. He's fucking posting non-fucking stop. That's what he did during the Super Bowl. That's what he did in the beginning. I mean, I don't know what to say other than like, I partially feel like this is him just trying to sell his new album. I partially feel like he's trying to, you know, control the narrative, I guess. But like also at the same time, he definitely does need help. You know what I mean? Because like the way he's trying to control the narrative is just like sporadically posting some of the most insane shit on the timeline that is like basically shitting on Pete Davidson.
4 months had to pull over to reset.
I mean, he's losing it. Like he's definitely losing it. Like and not in a good way. Like Little Baby, when Paps asked me about the Kanye situation, I saw this one as well. This is No Hablo Inglés.
10 months, let's go.
Kanye should not do this when he's doing
No hablo inglés. No español.
I don't know if he covers this, but as of battalions training grannies for good PR. Yeah, we saw that. We're gonna do that. Not in a fun, artistic way. The irony is Pete also has a mood disorder and lost a parent tragically. He'd probably have a lot of sympathy for Kanye. I think like, I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just, you can't do anything. Like, you literally can't do anything. He's just too fucking rich and too powerful. You just can't. Like, and he has an army of sycophants. Like, just nothing's gonna happen, okay? I think at this stage, he just feels like his disorder is like causing him to make better art. He just wants to be unhinged. You just got to let him fucking fly off the rails, I guess, as long as he doesn't like hurt people. There are funny parts about it though. Like there are funny parts about it when he says like Pete Davidson is Skeet Davidson, or when he called Pete Davidson Hillary Clinton's ex-boyfriend. And then he like started posting on the timeline Pete Davidson's like Hillary Clinton tattoo, and he's like, I'm not making this up, this is real. Like, that shit was funny. It was really funny, actually. I mean, it sucks, but it was really funny. It sucks for Pete Davidson, but also it was really fucking funny. Okay. I mean, it's valid. That's valid critique. That's valid critique. You can't undeniably valid critique. Okay. Like he was posting so insanely that like he had to basically, you know, proof that he was not being hacked or anything. Look at this dickhead. I wonder if Instagram going to shut my page for dissing Hillary Clinton's ex-boyfriend. When I tagged the, he's like, yeah, he literally tagged the fucking the tattoo. Thank you to all my fans for having my back, and you can Google the Hillary thing. I'm not making this shit up. And buy the yeah, the Civil War meme was pretty funny too. I don't know. He's showcasing terrible behavior, and that's an awful example to other men. Every part of the story is just bad. Okay? Every part of this is bad. Do you understand? Because, like, on the one hand, we're laughing at a dude who's, like, definitely having a meltdown. Okay? He's definitely having a meltdown. But on the other hand, the content is pretty good. Like, I mean, straight up, we've become awful humans, right? I mean, this is literally funnier than what SNL could produce when you think about it. Like Kanye being the person that he is and posting this, and then with the caption, the internet has still not found a decent picture of Skeet. Like that in and of itself, when you add the context to it, is literally funnier than most things that SNL has ever said and done. So he also personally does think that, you know, I think his brain's like broken from being constantly feeling like he's being constantly undermined by the Kardashians. There's that too. And then there was this. I don't think it's unethical to laugh at content, to be honest. So there's this too. He got the gloves. OB Jesus gave gloves to his children.
Good seats, Dorothy. Say this. These good seats.
I don't think they are like. I don't think they're into it at all. But maybe that's just me.
Superb out.
That shit gave me chills, right? How about the timing? We've been live right before that, right, man?
Arjan didn't let him in. Not cool.
And now, a presentation of Let the Voices Say.
We live, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they want to be on camera. Maybe. But
What is the weird noises you are making with your mouth?
most kids don't give a fuck about this rule. Yeah, probably. Maybe they're just happy that they're hanging out with their dad, though. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. Was the mask mandate being enforced? No. I don't think people understand. Like, the stadium, for the most part, is outdoors, right? So I don't think... I don't know if you're supposed to even wear a mask, but, like, I wasn't fucking wearing a mask. I don't think it was. Like, the mask mandate is only enforced, like, indoors in the backside, where you're inside, where you are... where you're, like, you know... purchasing stuff at the concession stand or whatever. But other than that, like, not a single person was fucking wearing
40
masks.
months. Hell yeah, brother.
The mask mandate is being lifted in Los Angeles or in California tomorrow, but I also think that
Reminder to ban me in
yeah, you have to be
weeks since
vaccinated
I'm
to
a
get in.
Mormon
For the
Bulls
record,
fan.
you have to be vaccinated to get in. So there's that. But also, like, people are LA moms and dads are fucking losing their shit. And they're like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Eric Garcetti's there without a mask. Meanwhile, like, our children have to wear a mask. But like, yeah, I get the difference between an outdoor sporting event and like an indoor fucking concrete building where you have to sit in the same room for, you know, a cramped up fucking space for hours and hours and hours. So maybe, I don't know. Only way you're gonna get COVID is if someone coughs in your mouth. What? Dude, this is COVID Central. Stop making shit up. Dude, I hate when fucking people say that because, like, we have talked about this before and I've literally rescinded my take on, like, college sport events that are not that don't turn into fucking a hotbed for COVID. The help wear a mask, yeah.
Yo, a whole year with Hasan.
But yeah,
Piker,
you
another
have to be
69
vaccinated and tested to get in, or at least tested. I didn't even know that you could get in without a vaccine, to be honest. At which case it's like, yeah, if you get it
Nice.
when you go to like a fucking big event like that, yeah, well, at least you're boosted. Half of the chatter's parents last night. NFL announces a rap Super Bowl halftime show. Well, the NFL just lost the fan today. Why didn't people like it? Like, it was fucking sick. It was one of my favorites.
Let's go 15 months of brain
Dude, that is a
rot.
huge amount of people. You were probably in contact with COVID. Probably. Did they check your vaccine cards to get in? Yes. 100%. Yes.
Welcome back.
But
Hassle.
I wouldn't go to the Super Bowl because you miss out on the cringe commercials. Yo, that's not even a joke. That actually was kind of sad for me. I'm not even kidding. Because, like, I wish. What was I saying? Why is chat freaking out about the mask? It's unreasonable to expect sports fans to wear masks the entire time while seating in an open air stadium. Yeah, no one was wearing masks. I saw Schizos on Twitter saying 50 Cent was imitating the hanging man and that was a satanic ritual. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, at a time when the Omicron cases like peaked and it's lowering, it's yeah, I don't know. It's understandable that people were not even giving a shit about it. Most people don't, like, especially because it's an outdoor venue. So yeah, they don't play commercials on that jumbo screen. No, they don't. It's kind of shitty actually that you don't get to see the commercials. I wish you could say it. It was good but underwhelming considering the amount of star power. Were you excited to see the Rams win? It was a really close game. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool to see the Rams win. It's my city, you know. I've lived here for fucking 11 years. I don't really have an affinity towards one team or the other, but I thought it was definitely cool to see them play and see them win. And attending a Super Bowl in Los Angeles, you know what I mean? It was like a home team Super Bowl. That was crazy. We will look at the commercials in a little bit. Anyway.
Day, and you know, Kanye on social media wilding yet again. And normally I would be like, yeah, it's just him saying some stupid stuff as per usual. Waiting for the album to drop. You know what I mean? That's usually how I handle Kanye West and like his antics on the internet. I just try to ignore as much as I possibly can about the things that he's saying, while at the same time trying my best to enjoy the music that he's putting out, because we all know and acknowledge that he's still incredibly talented. Okay, so I'm not here to debate what Kanye West can do as a producer, as an MC, as an artist. I'm not here to debate that. Recently, Billie Eilish had come under fire, and people had assumed that she had said something in reference to Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival. We all know how tragic that situation was. I don't feel the need to go over it yet again. But I was with Kanye. I thought that Billie Eilish said something incredibly unnecessary. Anyone with half a brain knows who she was likely referencing, and whether or not you feel that she had a right to say that or didn't have a right to say that, the end result matters more than the shade that she obviously threw at Travis Scott. While I do think it's odd of Billie Eilish to virtue signal in that way, the end result was another fan was well taken care of at a festival or at a show where things could have easily gone wrong. So yes, I still commend her for that, while finding her statement in general about the tragedy weird in itself. People can give her the scapegoat that, oh, I was just talking in general. It's not hard to read between the lines on this.
I mean, she was. I mean, I made a joke about this too. Why the fuck is everybody saying like that's not true? Like, I think Billie Eilish was virtue signaling a little bit. Okay. Oh, at my concerts, like, you know, I stop. It does feel like that, but it doesn't even matter because, you know, the worst thing that happened in that situation is still the people dying, okay? And not Travis Scott's feelings. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, poor Travis Scott, like,
okay, and that's fair. But Kanye West took it 3 and 4 and 5 steps farther than just acknowledging the shade that she threw and demanded an apology for him to perform at Coachella. This whole little mini paragraph can be summed up as, do what I tell you to do, or I'm going to try to affect business. This is coming from the man who is an advocate of free speech, telling someone that you can't say what you want to say. As idiotic as it is for you to request or demand an apology on behalf of someone else who was clearly a part of the problem that led to the tragedy that Billie was obviously referencing, I thought that the idiocy in the unrealistic expectation from others would potentially end at this. But knowing Kanye, I should have known that he would take it even a step further. And
she literally did nothing wrong. People are insane. No, she just virtue signaled. It was like kind of, it's kind of shitty, but she didn't do it like, it's not even virtue signaling, because the virtue that you're signaling is literally that you don't want your fans to die. Okay. But like, it's the reason why she brought it up is if you think that it's not a slight, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, it definitely is a slight. Okay. Like it's a little, you know, a little bit.
Write out the most childish, corny, ill-advised statement to Kid Cudi of all people.
Shitty at setting an example out loud. No. The point is, it's fucking performative. It's like throwing shade. She's still in the right. She did the right thing, and she's also on the right side of the argument. But for people saying like, oh, it's not, she didn't fucking care about, you know, she didn't say that for a particular reason. Well, I think you're wrong. I think you're just like, but getting mad over it is also insane because, once again, getting mad over it is insane because, like, she's not wrong. You're just throwing shade. Like, chill the fuck out.
People basically telling him that you can't sit at this table because you know him. And by him, he's referencing Pete Davidson. Cudi responds by
Does that make sense? Have I made myself clear? Like, it is shade for sure, but also she's in the right. Like, what are you fucking, you're going to get mad at that? Like, that's insane to be like, oh, you need to apologize to Travis. Okay. Well, you know, that's an insane demand. Like, he literally wrote, you need to apologize to Travis and the families. Like, the families came second, dude. Like, that was pretty funny. Okay. And then he fucking switched the crosshairs over to Kid Cudi.
Saying we talked weeks ago about this. You're whack for flipping the script and posting this lie just for a look on the internet. You ain't no friend. Bye. Now, if I was Cudi, I would have just said nothing because Kanye even saying this makes him look genuinely like a middle schooler. If this is an indication of how things likely are with his ex-wife in reference to how their children and custody and hostility amongst the two likely is, if how he deals with people outside of his immediate family isn't an indication of how he likely deals with people on the inside of it, I don't know what to tell you. This is ridiculously controlling, especially considering how you are now friends and buddy with fucking Drake, who was in a beef, in a back and forth with the now president of good music. You can be friends with Drake, someone who dissed your mans, but Cudi can't be friends with a fucking...
Well, he also, you know, Drake not only dissed his mans, but he also, you know, talked about fucking his wife. Like, you're gonna get mad at Cudi for being friends with the dude who's fucking your wife currently, or not wife, but you know, your baby mama, I guess. But like Drake literally tried to actively try to have sex with Kim Kardashian. That's, you know, Pete. I was about to say Pete Buttigieg, but he doesn't know who fucking he's not like in any way, shape, or form related to Kanye in the same way that Drake is. Like, he doesn't have that connection to Kanye West that Drake does. It's crazy.
Comedian? The issue that I have that's even bigger than his back and forth with basically anyone that he can choose out of a hat or get his hands on, like any random celebrity name that he can think of at this point, is subject to him dissing them via social media. It doesn't have to have a reason. It could be basically about anything. The bigger issue that I have is the way mental health in this is being portrayed, because it's being portrayed as every time Kanye West has a tantrum on social media, it's a mental health thing. It's because he's bipolar. It's because he's off his meds. I've seen some incredibly disrespectful posts from people that allow me insight into how they view people who have mental health issues, and them not separating people who are genuinely suffering from issues with mental health versus someone who is just having a control issue. The lack of ability to separate a person's
Damn, this is a pretty good fucking... Damn, okay, Chauncey. I think this is a pretty good take on like kind of using I mean, in a weird way, like using the mental health shield almost, like to be like, oh, it's just mental health, but then also seeing a lot of people react in the way that they do, where they are like, oh, he's doing this because he's having mental health problems. You see it on both ends. Like, on the one side, you see people using it as a defense mechanism. Okay. And then on the other side, you see people literally saying like, oh, he's just fucking crazy. He's just fucking crazy, which like further stigmatize people experiencing the similar mental health complications.
Diagnosis from their own personality, from them having flaws of their own, is honestly sick in this instance. I've seen so many people like retort with and go back and minimize Kanye to his mental health diagnosis. And as someone who heavily disagrees with him, I don't feel like he deserves that. That wouldn't be such an easy argument to go to if he wasn't on record talking about how he refuses to take medication or follow medical professional advice. But every time this man does something that people criticize or doesn't like, does not mean he's having a mental health episode. He's behaving like shitty people behave when they do something shitty. They make it shittier. They make it smell worse. They take the back of your head and they force your nose in it and they rub this shit around until that's all you can breathe in. That's what this rollout for Donda 2 has been. That's what this rollout in general has been. It's been shitty. Pete Davidson, in response to all these things that Kanye West has been saying, has basically said nothing. So not only does that make Kanye look worse, it gets more people to be on his side.
Wait, what the fuck? I did not see this. Is this a Farrakhan tattoo? What?
Which is why I don't understand where the hate wave for Kim.
I also want to do a like full spread coverage on Dipset and like rappers and their obsession in like the early 2000s with 9/11. Since the what is it? The Yo Money. Fuck. There's another rapper who got an Osama bin Laden tattoo, or like was in the news for having an Osama bin Laden tattoo, and it's fuck Moneybag Yo. It's just fascinating, dude. It's crazy. Especially Dipset. I know this is Jay Electronica, who is just like reminded me of what I was going to talk about. Okay. Why did you just link this Tim Dillon tweet to me? What did you do? I didn't do anything. Will shoved his hand in my asshole every time because he was drunk as fuck. Every time I walked by, but that's what she's talking about. She like caught it on camera. Okay, I gotta pee real quick. I'll be back. Okay.
Kardashian came about.
Once again, this is The Problem with Kanye by Sean C., who I really enjoy. Okay.
Their divorce, because this whole time I'm hearing Kanye say all these things about what she is and who she is and what she's doing, and she's said nothing. Granted, I'm not gonna act like Kanye West doesn't have rights to see his children, but when you behave like this, when you are as erratic as this, how do I feel safe with you being around kids, bro? I don't know what you are capable of. You're unironically dissing a dude in a song based solely off the fact that you ruined your relationship with your wife and now she's with him. That's it. That's the extent of your beef with dude. Finally, we can just say that this is a rollout. You know, Kanye knows what he's doing. Kanye is like taking this to the next level in terms of his level of insight and understanding of social media. He knows that when he wants to promote something, he knows when he's about to drop an album, it's beneficial for him to have the most drama around his name. He has what, 10 days to drop Donda 2? And he's capitalizing. He's going hard trying to make sure people are paying attention to him. His documentary is about to drop publicly very soon. His album is supposedly coming out in 10 days. My issue is he's not even allowing the music to speak for itself. I heard that new record that came out with Fabio and Alicia Keys, and I think Playboi Carti was on it. I'm not sure. I thought it was a less entertaining version of Off the Grid. Same song, but let's throw Alicia Keys on. What makes this rollout, if it is one, even worse is that Kanye doesn't look good. Yes, people are talking about him, but for all the wrong reasons. But what you not gonna do, what you not about to do is interrupt my nigga Cuddy's flow. All right? This nigga is out somewhere humming gracefully, frolicking in dresses. He was quite possibly one of the best moments / additions to that Don Toliver Kid Cudi Kanye track off of Donda. I would believe that this was only for promo and only for marketing if that Big Sean Drink Champs interview had never dropped. You 40 plus beefing with a 20-year-old girl for a comment that had nothing to do with you, number one.
He brought up Rambo's going to fight Russia, forgot the context. Wait, what? Dude, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? What
is this woman?
This is some
What? He brought up Rambo? What are you saying? Like, what are you, like a Tim Dillon stan? Like, you just want me to watch his fucking video of him announcing his new podcast or something? What? What's wrong with you, dude? Are you just like writing random shit in the chat for me to react to the video? You want it so desperately? No, he literally is like, you know what it is? It's because we're talking about like fucking Kanye and Pete Davidson and shit. And that 18-month subscriber is like, dude, I'm literally losing my shit. He's like, I need you to get to the Russia stuff. I need you to get to the Russia stuff right now. I know we're going to talk about the fucking grandma that got training from Russia, okay? Or not Russia. The training from the fucking Nazis.
A comedian who isn't even 30 telling niggas who aren't even involved, if you know him, if you fuck with him, you can't come in my studio, Nick. This studio is only for niggas with allegations. What would happen?
That's a good one. What a line, dude.
You can't come in my studio, Nick. This studio is only for niggas with allegations. What would happen if Kid Cudi was like, you know what, Kanye, I can't be friends with someone who's friends with someone who's got assault allegations against them. This dude's a hypocrite. And even if it were just for an album rollout, why would you want this type of rollout attached to your mother's sequel album? Like a sequel album that's basically a dedication to your mother. Why would you want this to be attached? It's just nasty. Bro, I'm sorry. Didn't Drake also diss Cudi while he was in rehab? All right. I'm trying my absolute best to listen to the music, but when he is actually weaponizing his audience against people, I can't look away, because that's bullshit. You can't just say, oh, I'm talented, this is an MC, separate the artist from the art.
He just thinks like, low key, he just straight up thinks that like he's a punished artist, he's a tortured artist, and that's what his fan base thinks too. And he's like surrounded by sycophants that'll always gas him up regardless. And that's it. Like he's just like, oh, it's normal. It's normal for me to behave this way. And in any other circumstance, you'd be like, dude, you are unwell. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like in any other circumstance, he'd have, and this is really important. Okay, this is really, really important for people who are, you know, kind of famous, or people who have like just anyone, even if you're not fucking famous, but especially important for people who are in the public eye all the time, to have a support system. Okay, to have like good friends that he sees as peers who can stop him from doing this psychotic shit. You never want to be in a circumstance where you're like only surrounded by yes men who have a financial interest in you behaving in the way that you do, because they're not going to stop you from, you know, doing this psychotic shit. And for the people saying like, oh, well, you're promoting his album right now. I know, I got it. It's fine. Okay. Who cares? He's promoting his album in the worst way possible. And it's just funny because like, what, you think I'm not going to you think I'm not going to listen to the new Kanye album? You think people are not going to listen to the new Kanye album and they heard about Kanye West because he did this? Like, no. Okay, I'm promoting his album for free. I don't give a fuck. This was pretty funny. He like made a reference to Michael Che on SNL. You know, doing something to Pete Davidson, and he was like, sorry, I would never betray my friends for anything less than triple salary. That's right, $90K a year, full medical, full dental, 4 weeks vacay, corner office, plus a pair of the Red Octobers, size 12. And you got to make some beats for my band, the Slap Butts. What else? And you got to tell me what you're going to wear to work the night before so we can look like twins. You do that for me, I'll Rambo that whole building. So stupid. But yeah, it's like kind of weird for him to like expect other people that are his coworkers to also behave in this way. Channel 5 was there, by the way. Look at Channel 5 at the Bro, these guys, we cannot turn up like New York. I'm sorry. We just don't. We don't turn up like New York. It's just not gonna happen. Also, whose house, Ram's house, quite literally, quite possibly is the worst chant. I was saying that before and it was like, anyway, let's continue.
When the artist in question is weaponizing the fan base that they've grown over 20 years against whoever looks at them the wrong way, essentially, says something that they don't like, does something that they don't like, they get this much backlash from it. It's fucked up, bro. People in general should just be over it. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. That's really all I got.
You see Freddie Gibbs troll Kanye? That was Freddie Gibbs who did that? I love this. I love this. Yeah, he's like, yay, I heard D had some info on Skeet. Who's D? Please give me his @ D's nuts. Find God. He said, find God, dude. That's hilarious. I love that. That's fucking hilarious. Anyway. Get memed on, dude. Get absolutely memed on. Find God. Oh, Freddie Gibbs didn't do that. He just posted it on a story. Well, how would he know? Julia Fox was cute. Now she looked like she touched the Ark of the Covenant. What happened? The Kardashian curse. That's what happened. Yeah. Anyway, that's the final saga. Is that Kanye West is saying Kim Kardashian a truck